Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season number 4. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is the draft between Will Wreck While Whistling and Void Boys, the semifinals. Our second semifinals and our last semifinals to find out who will play up against Summoner's Rift, the champions of Summer's Rift as they're called as well, in the grand finals for the Dota 2 Canada Cup, and who will move down to play in the losers' third place match between Complexity and the loser of this series. We'll have to wait and see, guys. We got a great match tonight between Wheel and Void Boys. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name, as always, is Mott. Bringing the action here for High Ground TV. Also joining me is High Ground's very own Statsman, one of the very own Statsman, Mott Pax. As always, thanks to him for joining me. He'll be providing, hopefully, some good stats, some good jokes as well. Look forward to it. But with that being said, a lot of Dota action today. I do want to I want to say a couple things before we move forward. As always, I'll start with a little bit of a rant slash kind of a rambling statement. So, real quick, I wanted to say about the Dota Pit drama earlier with Arteezy. As I'm sure many of you saw, we posted something on Reddit just to clarify that I don't really think there was any malintention for Arteezy, and obviously he doesn't have the background that you in gaming have. And honestly, Artur, he can be a bit silly at times, and I think we made it very clear as to what we thought was the correct course of action in the Reddit post. So, guys, head over there if you have any questions, concerns about that. But as far as the games go, it's some really good games earlier for Dota Pit. I want to thank PPD for joining me as well. For now, though, we do have some Dota 2 Canada Cup to get going with. It is Friday night. It's Friday night, everybody. A lot of you back home from your work, getting ready to relax, play some Dota over the weekend. I'm sure many of you are like, yes, I can't wait to lose more MMR this weekend. Maybe.
10 seconds.
That's how I feel anyways when it's the weekend, but that's okay. It's Dota. You're allowed to lose MMR. It happens. Just enjoy yourself. Let me tell you this much. If you're playing a ranked game, just try for once just to quell your rage. Relax. Do not flame your teammates. Go easy. Even if you lose the MMR, you can still be a nice guy. You can come out and say, man, I was really nice to my team. They were all ass, but that's okay. You know, at least I was the better person for it. Some of you are like, you're a lot like me. You get pretty upset if you lose MMR, but listen, just go easy this weekend. Enjoy yourself. It's February. It's almost March. A couple of other announcements we'll talk about after the draft gets done, but for now, jumping into the game, Lion, Zeus, Shadow Fiend for Void Boys, a solid start. 2 of the top 3 heroes picked up. You could also count Zeus up there. I'd say he isn't top tier, but he's a very solid pick coming out for this Void Boys roster. Nyx Assassin, Vengeful Spirit coming out for Wheel Wreck While Whistling. Definitely a solid choice from them. The Nyx Assassin, though, was not expecting it. Quite a weird pick, but that's all right. You know what? Listen, we're going to see some Nyx plays. The New York Knicks coming into effect. Wheel, I was very impressed with the last time I saw them. Very solid team. Relic obviously playing so well. Sleesel, I've always been a big fan of. Even Talera and Derp stepping their game up. Talera especially impressed me last time around. On Void Boys' side, they had another good series as well. Pat Soul leading the way as always. I do want to take a look and see who went through what teams. Sometimes all of the Dota blurs together, so I can't really remember who played what teams unless the series was super notable. Void Boys did take down Leviathan in that really, really long-winded third 3-game series. Very, very close. Wheel 2-0'd Boreal to get to this spot. So Wheel looking like a very solid team. Void Boys, they had to work a bit harder to get that victory over Leviathan. We'll have to see how things turn out with this draft. I'll have to apologize to you guys. I do have a cold, so hopefully you guys can forgive me and we'll be fine. My nose is a bit stuffy, unfortunately. It's kind of really difficult to cast the stuffy nose, but I'll try my best. So Razor, Nyx Assassin, Vengeful Spirit. The offlane Razor could be a choice. We haven't seen that for a long time. It's more than likely a support Nyx, I guess. Mid Nyx doesn't seem to be the best, especially against the Shadow Fiend. That matchup seems pretty freaking terrible. So I'd more than imagine it being a safe lane support Nyx or an off lane Nyx, one of those two. And I'm more inclined to believe that is a support Nyx Assassin, because in the offlane you can still get crushed, especially because there's Lion, who is very good with the Hex, very good with your Spike, making sure that, maybe you can't get your Spike Carapace off, and even if you have a Poor Man's Shield, is that going to be enough? Probably not. So support Nyx Assassin, probably going to be the choice for Wheel, but they might do something crazy with the Nyx pick, something that we haven't seen. Maybe they try something new. They blow us away. I'm looking forward to it, Wheel. I've got high expectations for you guys. Don't let me down. And now 13 seconds left of reserve time for Void Boys as well. What are they going to go for? They've got a couple of options. They'll pick up the Troll Warlord, Shadow Fiend, Lion. We'll have a tough draft to deal with. This is not the easiest draft. Not the easiest heroes. They banned out a couple heroes they don't want to play against. The only big hero they banned that's super picked right now is the Axe, which is kind of questionable to me. They let 3 of these really top-tier heroes get through. And it's a bit scary. Void Boys first ban Medusa. They know Relic has been playing that a lot lately. That is his go-to hero to try to carry the game, and he's done work with it. And we'll see if they, maybe next game. We'll go for the Slardar. We saw this earlier today coming out from, I believe, Empire. Didn't work out in their favor, but not a bad choice nonetheless. Last bands coming out here, Void Boys. The Slardar, the Troll Warlord, they are 2 picks now done. What do we have for this last pick coming out from Void Boys? Or this last ban, I should say. Juggernaut's ban, Sniper's ban, Omni's ban. No Chen ban, no Enigma ban, but since we already have both supports, I guess that's not necessary whatsoever. Have to ban out a
reserve time. 5
offlaner. I think Slardar safe lane, Razor goes mid, then you pick an offlane. Maybe go aggro traveling with Slardar, so then you pick a solo safe lane hero. They ban out the Enigma, interestingly enough. They're thinking this Nyx Assassin goes to the offlane. That's fine. They ban out the Enigma. They don't want to have that last pick Enigma to deal with. They'd rather not have him get a free farm jungle. Void Boys similarly need their offlane, unless they send Zeus up there, which is a possibility. But Zeus looking more like a 4-position support than anything else. One last pick for Void Boys coming out. What will it be? That is the question.
5 seconds.
And the answer coming soon. 1 second left of reserve time. They go for the offlane Elder Titan. Oh boy. If this game goes past 20 to 25 minutes, Void Boys will decimate Wheel. Armor reduction, magic resistance reduction. It's going to be real. It's going to be disgusting. Natural Order, one of the best abilities late game against these heroes specifically. Presence of the Dark Lord. They have Zeus for the magic damage. Finger, obviously, with magic resistance reduction is pretty nice. There's so much that synergizes well with the Elder Titan. The Stomp into Requiem. The Stomp into Split Earth into Requiem. It's quite frightening when you think about it. There's a lot of abilities that could be combined up here. And Elder Titan, although a bit of a bold choice, he's not the best hero to try to get experience and levels in the off lane. And I think part of that is due to the fact that there's many, many good supports in the safe lane that are able to deal with him. When you have a Slardar, a Vengeful Spirit, and a Nyx Assassin, or whoever you put up in that top lane, Elder Titan is not going to have a fun time by any stretch of the imagination. He's going to get brought down half the time. He's going to die a lot. He has to avoid feeding. He's going to have to try to scrounge experience wherever he can. He can't jungle. He's not one of those heroes that can rotate back into the jungle. So Void Boys have their work cut out for them, and specifically their offlaner. Meanwhile, we'll have 6 seconds left on their reserve time. They're taking a long time with this draft. This is a long, full-duration draft, getting just down to 2 seconds. 1 second, of course, away from that maximum allotted time for both teams. Witch Doctor, the last pick. So it is an Nyx Assassin in the offlane. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the choice, but regardless, we'll see how things do pan out here for the first game of the day. And our best of 3 series now getting underway. Before we keep going on here, I'd like to mention that, of course, we do have a giveaway tonight. I believe we have a Steel Series Siberia V2 for the giveaway this evening. Definitely check that out. Yeah, it is the Steel Series V2. Go check that out on twitter.com/Dota2Canada. Retweet to be entered. Follow Dota2 Canada Cup to be eligible as well. Definitely a smart choice if you're looking for some free swag. With that being said, we're going to jump into the game, guys. Get hype. It's time to go. It's time to have some fun here in Dota 2 Canada Cup. For your introductions on Void Boys, we got Beyond on the Shadow Fiend. Up in the top lane, we got Mercy, please, on the Elder Titan. Down bottom, we got Pat Soul, playing the Troll Warlord on Make opponent playing the Zeus. And we're going to have Fly on the line. On the other side of things, coming up for Wheel, we have Talera on the Nyx Assassin. In the mid lane, it's going to be Relic playing the Razor. We got Derp playing the Vengeful Spirit. Phantom Soyan on the Witch Doctor. And to round it all out, it is going to be Sleazel playing your Slaughter. And that's going to be it for, of course, the starting lineups. The bell will ring, the horn will sound, and underway we get as these two teams duke it out to get to the grand finals of Dota 2 Canada Cup. Which team will move on? Which team will go down to the third place match? We'll wait and see. Pat Soul going for an early Circlet Ring of Protection build, probably into that Aquila, plus maybe, yeah, actually, Ring of Protection into the Basilius, Circlet into the Wraithband to get the Aquila early. Probably a good choice. No Morbid Mask. Obviously, he needs a lot of gold for that. He'll probably farm up there eventually. And no Quelling Blade to start things up for Void Boy's Pat Soul. Up at the top lane, what do we got going on for Sleazel? Just a Stout Shield. Fan of Soren has a Smoke early on to try to rotate early. We have Relic farming mid. Just 2 GG branches, 2 Tangos that are shared. And obviously, the Wraithband Beyond going for a Salve, Circlet. And 2 GG branches, 2 Tangos as well. Not much happening currently. Very nice early boots coming out from Elder Titan, but he really can't walk forward in this lane. If he gets Magic Missile, he's pretty much dead. That's all there is to it. The off-lane Nyx Assassin, I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan, but Talera is going to try his best, try his damnedest to get farm here. Although against a Zeus and against a Lion, easier said than done. Mercy Please trying to harass Derp. Magic Missile is going to go. Derp will get a bit of extra damage, but there's the staple gun for Mercy Please with the Astral Spirit buff, getting a lot of damage. And Beyond backing away is level 2, 1 point Necromastery currently with 1 Necromastery stack up. Relic is having a phenomenal time against this Shadow Fiend. He'll try to pull the weight back. And this is just going to, it feels like it's going to be a boring game. I don't expect anything to happen, anything crazy to go awry. I think right now both teams are okay with what's going on. Sleazel is, of course, just going to take the creep wave, bring it back, and, Derp looking to stack the jungle, actually. Maybe to help out. I don't know. Nyx Assassin, not the best jungling hero. Maybe Razor can get it with Plasma Field. I guess that's probably fine. They could maybe jungle together with Sleazel. They have Avenge, so she can wave of tear down some of those camps with the help of another hero. For the Radiant side, Beyond, he's going to be able to access the jungle fairly easily. There's no jungling hero for the this side of the SF, so he can just head to the jungle at any point in time. And if he's behind the Relic, it doesn't really matter. Beyond's going to get back up and ready to go in no time flat. Fly finds a Haster, and that is dangerous. There is dire vision of it, obviously, so the Radiant team won't be able to sneak up on Relic. He'll be okay. No boots coming out yet. I think they might be on the courier. They are. Relic boots first, or boots coming out is very good against any hero in the mid lane. Fly's going to try to counter ward as Omega opponent. The lightning bolt's about to come. Goodbye. It's been nice knowing you. Solid counter ward coming out. Top lane Derp and the rest of the squad kind of duking it out. Mercy Please. Getting pushed back. Can't do much here. Sleazel up in the top lane as well. No real problems. Derp will rotate into lane. Just looking to wave of tear. He has his Magic Missile ready to go if necessary. And they'll just continue to farm it up. Nothing really happening. Alright. Well, for now, Pat Soul looking to continue to farm. It's important they stop him from CSing or maybe just take away his jungle later on. Maybe be a bit more aggressive. But that means that Sleazel has to get a very early Blink Dagger and get involved early on. Or early rotations coming out from Wheel. They have 2 very solid heroes to try to rotate. Maldic is going to be the choice for Phantom Soyan. That is going to be what he is going to be going for. Get some extra damage as well. Mid lane, Static Link Beyond, taking a bit of damage. Loses 28 damage, in fact, and Razor whips him into shape. Talera. First blood. Relic gets the plasma field. I looked away for half a second to see bottom lane. Fly picked up a haze rune. I literally thought, you know, he just static linked him. There's no way he's going to go for that kill. And then he ends up going for the kill with the plasma field. Level 3 plasma field, in fact, probably gets the kill. Down bottom rune spot, anything happening. Talera picks up a DD. Top rune spot. Magic Missile onto Mercy Please. Wave of Terror. Stomp might go through. Relic going to try to avoid it. Not going to happen. Was trying to get in front of him. Relic can't go any further. The haste rune is now gone. Or whatever rune he had, I believe. He's got a bottle back up. He'll be fine. Wheel, top lane. Slisa up to 1,500 gold. Is he going to go for a Midas? That's the question. He has a lot of money saved up. He's not really rushing anything. If he was going Blink Dagger, he'd buy his boots, maybe treads first. I think Midas might be his choice here, and he's going to get it pretty early. He's had plenty of CS, 31 last hits in the top lane, but he's actually second to Pat Soul. Well, they're about even. Pat Soul has 33 down bottom. He has got his Quelling Blade, he's got his Boots of Speed, he's got his Basilius. Akil is going to come out pretty soon for Pat Soul. Rather, he gets the phase boots, actually. What a choice. Fly rotating up to the top lane as well. Look at 4 heroes up here. Talera's like, I can't go back bottom. Screw that lane. That lane sucks. But what's he going to do up here? Is he going to smoke? They're going to get involved early on with this next assassin. Will they find anybody? Mercy, please, is right in the river. No, he's right there. Guys, go that direction, please. Oh, no. That was a sheer kill. They don't have a ward, though. Is he going to break the smoke? He almost did. They're going to wrap in. Beyond backs away, realizing with his better judgment, they run right into Mercy Please anyways. And Pale's going to go. There's the Maledict. Plasma Field gets the kill. Relic picking it up. All right, well, they get something. They don't get Beyond. They want probably higher value target. But Mercy Please is still a very solid pick coming out for Wheel. And they are 2-0 right now. But again, they do have to deal with this Troll Warlord. Pat Soul. He's Pat Souling it up, as Grant would say. Jeez, Troll, what a brave new world we live in. What a hero this guy is. There are some good heroes in Dota. This is one of them. Guys, if you're ever playing just matchmaking in general, and if you know how to play Troll slightly, just pick the hero and you've won the game already. That's it. You just win. It's just that simple. Just because people can't handle it. Even Fear tweeted that he was losing a lot of ranked matchmaking MMR coming out to Troll pickers. That's the dream. That's all you have to do to become a pro. Pick Troll Warlord, boom, you're in. You did it. Or just in general, pick all the heroes that are good in the meta at that current point in time. So, I mean, Troll, Sniper, Axe, Lion. Those heroes, pretty good. Pretty solid, yeah. Juggernaut, another one. I forgot about him. For the love of God, don't pick Chen. You're not Puppy, by the way. Just don't do it. Maybe an Enigma, that's fine. That's okay. Mid lane, Beyond going toe-to-toe. What is his CS looking like at this point? 38, the Razor. He's tied with him. They did get an early kill, a solo kill, in fact, of Beyond, so that shuts his farm down. He's sitting on Bottle, Wand, Boots of Speed, and a Wraithband. Relic sitting on Wand, Phase, and a Wraithband as well. Looking to maybe get that Akil pretty soon. Yep, he's going to go for the Sage's Mask. Akil is going to come out in just a moment to get some extra armor, some extra damage. Derp, well, Relic, they were looking for the kill. No swap, obviously. Derp's level 4. Lonely Vengeful Spirit's like, I can't swap yet. I have to walk. I have to try to get kills with the Magic Missile. It's terrible. It's awful. Sleeso back into the lane. His Midas is completed, so he did end up going for the Midas. A solid choice. I don't know what the timing was. Valve, please. Nice. We got our first stat from Raw Packs. What does it say? 6.80 meta. Offlane Nyx was extremely popular back in 6.80, finishing with a 54% win rate in 239 games. In 6.83, Nyx has visited the offlane 23 times, going 13-10. Still not a bad win rate. Still not bad. But he's really just not picked anymore because teams either value other offlaners highly or they just don't, they can't fit him into their draft. And I think that teams are going to start realizing, hey, Nyx Assassin is pretty good. We can pick this hero. We can play this hero. It'll probably be fine. However, he's not really been played in the offlane when you think about it. He is there now, but earlier on he went for a smoke with the Sea Gank. And he is only level 4 in terms of levels. What about the Elder Titan? He's level 4 as well. It's about even. That's it, man. It's even. Tranquil's coming out for the Elder Titan. What does the Nyx have? Boots of Speed, Tango, Salve, Stick, Stout Shield, not much else. I mean, whatever. Those items aren't really that great. Not really exciting. No Dagon yet. Talera, I'm going to be upset if you don't go Dagon. Actually, he's not going to go Dagon at all. Dagon first, Blink Dagger, or Dagon first, Nyx Assassin is pretty bad. Blink Dagger is generally always the choice on that hero. He's like a Lion, for example, which I think is also a reason why he's not picked anymore. I feel like Lion's a better version of Nyx. The one thing you don't get from Lion, however, is the Invis potential, which is dealt with through Sentry Wards and Detection, but it still makes people have to buy the items to deal with the Nyx Assassin. Also, Nyx is good against heroes that need to be mana burned, which, of course, Medusa is one of those heroes. Just heroes like that in general. He has Spike Carapace, so he has some escape potential, whereas the Lion can get caught out and still just get obliterated. So, but I think Lion is too much stronger because, of course, the Hex is the X factor, and, well, obviously the Finger. They're two different heroes, I suppose. They function in different roles, but that's my opinion on it anyway. Derp in the middle lane. He's just going to try to leech some experience as Relic has given him the time. No, listen, this is my lane now. Get the hell out of here. I'm going to farm these creeps. You're just a support. What are you doing here? Get out. Derp does have that smoke ready to go. He's going to get a bottle charge. Wow, Relic. Benevolent Relic. Derp is like, thank you, Massa. That's very nice of you. Derp is going to be getting a bottle charge from Relic. And he will just heal up nicely. Top rune spot. 10-minute rune's going to be an invis rune. Nice pickup there. Sleezel. Sprint looking for Mercy, please, or just to harass him instead. Throws up the amplified damage. Only level 1. Slaughter will be able to get to that level 2 ultimate very soon because of the Midas, though. And he's already up to 1,000 gold, so we might see an 11-minute Blink Midas coming out. Not the best timing, but still very, very solid. Mod packs. If you could do me a solid... Well, first we're going to read this stat. Blink Dagon next when Void Boy picked him up 4 days ago. Still hope. Well, I mean, Dagon's fine, but you have to get... I'm saying Dagon first is terrible. Blink Dagger first is always the way to go. But if you could do me a solid, I don't know if you could check this, but can you check Midas Blink timings on Slaughter? If that's at all a possibility, I would love to see what the stats are for that. Void Boy. Fly runs into Talera. Getting caught, but not really... Yeah, I mean, it's a casual Hex. It's fine. Sure thing. What do we got? Midas for Relic. It's 11 minutes into the game. He is really going late game. They really want to take this as late as possible. But against a Troll Lord, I'm not sure if that's the best idea. As soon as Troll gets like one big item, like a BKB or an SNY, it's so difficult to fight into. That might be a bad idea. Pat Soul, buddy. He's going to be Pat Souling all over the place. Relic is invis. Beyond is nearby. Beyond has no idea, but, well, I mean... Razor really can't stop Beyond from running away. And Beyond, by the way, is going for that mech. Again, we see it again. This happened earlier. Empire had Resolution go mech in both of his games first. Quite the interesting choice. Beyond going to go up with the raises. Midas almost done. Relic is foregoing getting his Midas because he wanted to try to go for that kill or just shadow Beyond. Instead, he'll take a couple of creeps. He'll send the Midas to him now. What about this Elder Titan? This is the biggest X factor. No points in Natural Order, 2 points in the Echo Stomp. This is where it gets hard. Bottom lane, Talera gets hexed up. Lightning Bolt about to go. It'll fly. They use the Zeus ult to get the kill. It was not even necessary, but they want to back out as quickly as possible. Battle Trance is already gone. Nice kill coming out from Void Boys. Easy pick on Talera. Magic Missile, derp. Ooh. He's going for that Medallion Life, though. Derp. I like it. Fly. Beyond picks up a buckler, so he is going for that mech. Blink Dagger coming out from the Slaughter. He finally has it now at 12 minutes into the game. Sleezel's going to head down bottom lane. He's going to look for his first big initiation. Uh-oh, Fly. I think he might be in trouble. No, just kidding. He's rotating mid. So much for that. I thought for sure he was heading bottom. That's actually not the case. I'll make opponent Beyond. Mercy, please. Sitting in this middle lane. Some lightning bolts getting thrown up. Relic is just sitting here and farming for the time being. Talera. I got arcades, guys. I'm ready to go. I have my Vendetta. Let's find a kill. Just kidding. We're going to go to Roche. Derp. No Medallion yet, but Wave of Terror and Amplified damage. More than enough to take Roshan down early. And if you're Void Boys, you have to know this is happening. Everyone's off the map except mid and top lane. You have to realize that they're not really in their jungle. Oh, they don't have any vision in the jungle whatsoever. They can't really see where the entirety of Wheel are. A bit unfortunate. They see top, they see mid, that's good enough for them, but they don't see the 3 in the Roche pit. And guess what? Roche is already done. This is going to pick up the Aegis. At 14 minutes of the game, Aegis, Blink, and Treads coming out. Plus that Midas, which we've already talked about as well. Relic very close to his BKB, or at least he's getting there. Ogre Club now coming out. Plasma Field, Relic. Midas is ready to go. Use that Midas Rock, please. All right, there we go. Good work, dude. Rotation's in. Pat Soul. Gonna spot him out. Do they see him? That's the wrong button. They might have. A couple more dire heroes in the vicinity. Derp as well as Relic nearby. Sleesel. Still farming bottom. Elder Titan. Still no points in natural order. Really? Huh. I'm not going for that, huh? Okay. I guess so. I guess he wants the extra damage coming up from the stomp, the extra sleep duration, to maybe set up a Requiem, but still, I feel like getting at least 1 point in natural order. First level is not bad. 40% base armor reduction is pretty nice, though. Base resist reduction of 12%, not bad either. Whoa. Battle Trance, Lisa's caught out. He does have the Aegis. Finger is going to go. They'll bring it down. Can they fight off the back end of this? I think absolutely. Stomp's about to go through. He actually mistimes it. Meanwhile, Zuso flies. Relic chasing in. Plasma Field, they whip down the Zeus. Beyond mechs up, but it's a bit too late. Still, Relic gonna try to get away. On the other side of things, Death Ward going, mercy please, the cast bouncing. Pat Soul getting dope. Impale whiffs, Talera. Had he gotten that would have been huge. Requiem goes. Sleesel gets 1 kill, does die. Big Impale coming out. Van of Soyon in some trouble, will fall. 3 for 2 trade so far. Talera looking for Beyond, he's gonna find him. Impale will fly. Do they have the damage? Magic Missile on to fly. Talera backs away. Doesn't avoid the raise, but when it's all said and done, the carnage, the dust is settled. It's a 5 for 3 trade. 5 for 4 if you count the Aegis. Jesus H. Christ. Some heroes died down in this bottom lane. Omega Poner, Lightning Bolt. Oh, gets the kill. Derp gonna back away now. Maybe Omega Poder could maybe get the kill. Arc Lightning's pretty long range. And he gets that double kill. 5 for 5. Trades all over the goddamn place. And Omega Poner getting back and getting those 2 kills. And Wheel, they were winning the fight. They extended a bit too far. They did get the big target in the Shadow Fiend. They throw bodies at the Tier 1 tower. They don't even get the Tier 1. The Tier 1's still alive. Oh, wow.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
that
attack.
Sentry Ward paying off already. Talera's like, that doesn't feel very good. I will say this, though. You have a very long time to pop up that Spike Carapace animation because, well, actually, Lightning Bolt's a pretty quick animation. And it's not the most noticeable
Dire's
animation
middle
either.
tower is under attack.
Chat, very interested in Sasha
Dire's
Grey. I
bottom
feel you,
tower
chat.
is under
It's
attack.
very important to our way of life. Goody. Stacking up the jungle for Derp and him to take as well. Goody has that point booster. Ooh. That is the X Factor, I feel like, for Wheel. For Void Boys, their X Factor is natural order, and he's just not skilling it yet. Okay. There's the Midas coming up for Elder Titan. Oh, wow. He's treating this almost like an offlane Phoenix, getting that offlane Midas. 17 minutes is not bad, too. He saved up a lot of money for that. So lots of Midases in this game. 3 of them for now. It's not, I guess, the most Midases in the world, but still. Sleesel looking to find Beyond. Not going to go for the Blink Slither and Crush, and they'll back away.
Is under attack.
Relic picking up an Ogre Club and a Mithril Hammer. BKB almost completed for Relic. A solid choice.
Oh, that would be a tribute.
Sleesel
Dire's
in the
bottom
top
tower
lane.
is
Ogre
under
Club.
attack.
He's going for BKB as well.
Radiant's top tower is
Beyond.
under attack.
He has that mech. He has that Ogre Club. Bottom lane, Pat Soul. Everybody's going for BKB. Which, I guess that makes sense. Midas coming up for Omega Poner. Our
Dire's
4th
bottom
Midas
tower
coming
is
very
under
soon
attack.
for Void Boys. I suppose this is how you stay
Radiant's
relevant
top tower
for
is
if
under
you're a
attack.
Zeus. Top lane. Talera shadowing up
Radiant
Mercy
structures
Please.
are
Vendetta's gonna go.
fortified.
Oh.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Talera's had a rough
Dire's
game in
bottom
terms of these
tower is
impales,
under attack.
unfortunately.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's just not the easiest thing in the world. They do get the top tier 1 tower. Very slow-paced game at 19 minutes. We could be seeing a long one here. There's a good chance. Talera TP's bottom. Phantom Swine picking up the point booster, getting the Staff of Wizardry as well, so he's getting closer and closer and closer to getting that Ags. And his current GPM, Soyan will have Ags at about 8.5 minutes. Everybody, all of the cast are saying, hey man, enemy Zeus' Hand of Midas.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm about to put a stop to this if somebody says anything else. Fly, Omega Poner TPing in. Smoke is ready for the Zeus. They're going to try to find heroes. They've got 4 smoke to the bottom lane. Mid lane, you do have 1 hero with Pat Soul. He'll TP bottom to defend the tier 1. He's going to get there a bit late. Relic sees him. Static Lane comes up. Zeus Ult's going to fly. The Lightning Bolt trying to catch out Derp Derp. He should be okay. Hex is up. He's going to make it. Relic is not going to be so lucky. Big Earth Spike coming out. Big fight. Big jump in. They get the kill. And that should... Well, luckily enough for Razor, he had just purchased up his BKB. He had that ready to go. And, of course, Slaughter has his now ready as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Cask up. Good. He's going to try to push with the coconut. Doing his damnedest. Not the easiest 2 heroes to push a wave with, to push a tower as well. Slisa's going to walk mid. And at some point there will be an Aghanims probably for the Razor. And then maybe they can push towers a bit heavier. But for now, they don't have much to work with. Maybe Slisa also gets an Assault Cuirass. Then boom, towers become easy to kill and bring down. But I mean, you have Shadowfeed's a heavy right clicker. Troll with Battle Trance is so good for taking towers. You have Natural Order to take fights. Which, again, he hasn't skilled yet, but he's getting close to skilling it for the first time as both of his other spells are maxed. Now Elder Titan, unless you go stats. If you go stats, I'm going to be a little upset. I'm not going to lie to you, stream. Chat, I'm going to flame a little bit. I don't think that'll happen, though, and I trust in Mercy Please's decision to get Natural Order in the next level. Because he certainly can't get the second level of Air Splitter yet. So they're about to get caught. Astra comes through. Lightning Bolt's going to fly. Stomp going to go. He does spike Carapace it. Not that it matters. That comes up as well. Zeus Ult flies to get the kill. They do secure it. Fly, the last one to pick up the last right click there, and they get it done.
Denied.
Sleesel is the richest Slaughter ever at 20 minutes. Wow, really? Really? 149 CS, a GPM of only 504. He has 11,000 net worth. Maybe that's the reason why he's so rich. And he did get that Midas very early on. BKB, Treads, Blink. I guess that's true. I'm very surprised to see that, but that's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Blink, Slithering Crush, BKB, Death Ward coming out. Another BKB from Beyond. Patsoul getting bashed up, about to fall. Big fight. Beyond's going to have to back away. Maybe they could find a bash or two. Requiem going to go. Relic still has his BKB. Look at the static link. Look at the right click. Relic going to whip him down. Double kill for Relic. And now they can progress into the tower. The 2 biggest cores of Void Boys falling. Big fight from Wheel. Slizzle with a big initiation. The BKB is coming out at the perfect time for all of these heroes, and Wheel will take the advantage. 300 gold over the record by Era. Impressive stuff. They're still looking for more. They're going to find Omega Poner. Wave of Terror. Swap the Slithering Crush off the mark. About Magic Missile, the right click. It doesn't matter that they missed that swap. Doesn't matter. They get the tier 1 tower. They're happy with it. And they'll just go home. They don't really need to fight or force anything. They say, we're going to get our next set of items. Maybe we try to take Roshan, we take another fight, and if that fight goes well, maybe we try to take the high ground in a set of racks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fun fact about Sasha Grey. Do you know her real name is Marina Ann Hansis? Not the sexiest name in the world for a porn star. Mercy Please going to get impaled. Talera's going to back away. He has his Blink Dagger ready to go. Pretty nice stuff. Astral's going to fly. Maybe a Stomp. Talera's going to juke it. Does actually get hit. Spike Carapace going to come in. Hex is going to go. No, Earth Spike first. Then the Finger for good measure. Finger blasted by the Fly Lion. Nicely played there.
The doctor will see you, but you won't see him.
Sleesel sprinting away. Is this a smoke? Blink Fly. He's got his Blink Dagger at the ready. This line might be an ugly motherfucker, but he can make plays. But they can't secure the kill. Look at this stylish Witch Doctor, man. This top hat. Swagging. Now he's got his Aghanim Scepter, his Schwaghanim Scepter. He's going to head back home. Time for him to get ready for his next party. He'll be looking at it go. Cinema Tower's going to fall.
Dire's middle tower.
And I still think right now we'll have a they have a decent lead, 3,000 net worth lead. It's not huge at 25 minutes into the game, but it is something. A 3,000 experience lead as well. There's the Aghanims I was talking about for the Razor. So now they have a lot more damage to work with. Level 3 Eye of the Storm as well. Pretty nice stuff. Armor reduction abound. Slaughter armor reduction. They have the Wave of Terror. They have the Medallion. They have the Eye of the Storm. They're looking pretty solid in terms of armor reduction and physical damage. Omega Poner going to try to counter ward quickly. He will do so. Will he get jumped on is the question. Sleesel looking for more Beyond actually TPing in. A lot of heroes nearby to make sure they don't catch him. So Talera and Beyond have to back, or Talera and Sleesel, excuse me, have to back away. What about Roshan though? It's back up. It's time to go. They even get the double damage rune as well. Perfectly timed. Patsold TPing back home, realizing that, hey, we need some help here at this tier 2 tower. Let's get over to the Roshan. Let's try to bring it down. Let's try to fight this. But by the time they get there, it might already be too late. Amplified damage going to work. Beyond leading the way with Mercy Please. They're looking to try to fight this. Talera actually has Blink Impale. Will he go up to the high ground without any vision? I don't think so. Roshan goes down and Void Boys back up smartly. However, that is not going to be the case. Sleesel looking to jump in. Blink Dagger actually on cooldown. He blinked to get a bit further ahead. They'll take down the creep wave. They have a siege creep. Sleesel will probably be in front here to try to take this tower, the tier 2. And I don't know if you fight if you're Void Boys. Beyond seems to be backing away.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And there's the Eye of the Storm coming up from Relic. The tier 2 tower is donezo. Blink. No Slithering Crush, Sleesel couldn't find anybody. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, something's happening. Talera's shadowing Omega Poner. He doesn't have a Dagon. They need another hero to get this kill, and this is not going to happen, I don't think. If Omega Poner were to turn around and Lightning Bolt... Oh, Talera, not again, buddy. That Impale would have secured the kill. Swap out. They get it regardless. Now Battle Trance has been used. BKB, Patzel trying to leave. No bash is coming out from Sleesel. At least the BKB is forced out. Now down to 7-second duration. Sleesel still looking to try to fight. He's not going to find anybody, though. Sitting very close to this tower. Will with this significant lead. Looking to close the game out here. Eul Scepter coming out of the Nyx Assassin. This is going to be easier said than done. Stomp's about to fly. No, they canceled it. Actually, he got Spike Carapace. Wasn't able to get the stun off. He might have used the stun a bit too early. Should have waited for the Spike Carapace. Not that it matters. Tier 2 tower is about to fall. Glyph's going to go. No Glyph, really. They're really banking on the fact that Wheel aren't going to keep pushing here. I'm surprised they go for that. Wheel do back up. They play right into the hands of Void Boys because Void Boys are splishing top. They have, of course, the Impale coming out. The Vendetta's not there. Now they use it. Beyond pops his BKB. Talera says mission accomplished. Beyond will TP home. His BKB duration, it's a 9-second usage there. Not bad. The fastest Witch Doctor Ags of 6.83 was by Mad in Dota Pit 3, but it was a one-sided match against NIP. I remember that game. Wasn't that NIP Fire? Didn't NIP just stomp them? Am I crazy? I might be insane. So how does he get a 19-minute Ags on a Witch Doctor and still gets absolutely decimated? You got me. I remember watching that game vividly. And Dota 2 indeed. What a game we live in. Talera gonna fall. Big raise from Beyond. Fly helping out as well to get the kill. So that's at least a solid pick off. Getting Talera up in that top area.
Dire's top tower.
And I
is
think we have a
under
ways
attack.
before this game ends. Jump in. Blink from Fly. Finger on to Goody. Sleazel is here alone. The cat's gonna go. Sleazel, though, his power curve, he does so much damage with the amplified damage. Oh, that Slithering Crush, not quite there. BKB's the Requiem. Nice play from Sleazel. Still getting right-click beyond. Getting kind of low. TP away as the wave of tear comes in. Sleazel can't get the blink for another second or two. He won't go any further. Another awkward engagement. The Tango does not result in any deaths than either party, so. And Relic heads over to the Ancient stack. Manta style done for the SF. Interesting choice. S and Y for the Troll. They're finally starting to get items. Is this going to be enough for them to contest these fights? There's a Shiva's Guard, though, for Relic. He's farmed so well with this Midas. It's so hard to shut him down now. And meanwhile, we already talked about the Assault Cuirass for Sleazel. It's flying out. I think they just need to take one big fight, then they can take down the enemy team. Take it, get up to the high ground, try to go for that Rex, try to go for the tier 3 tower. Or at least get a pick off or two. They still have Aegis for, let's see, how long? Maybe 40 seconds, 50 seconds, something like that. Will they try to fight with it? I'd be very surprised if they just kind of let that go. They have a decent lead. 5,000 net worth, not that much. 5,000 experience as well, but it's a bit better than nothing. Derp, he's got the Vlads. So he's going to give his team some extra armor to work with as well. So lots of armor coming out now from Wheel's squad. And Void Boys rely heavily on right-click, but they also rely heavily on armor reduction. The problem is that this natural order is only level 1. It's only giving them 40% base armor reduction. And it also is only giving them 12% base resist reduction. They'll head into the jungle alone with Beyond and Fly. Someone's farming in land to make a Poner. They might find Derp, but that is not the biggest target. Aegis is gone. Blink, Slithering Crush, the Death Ward. Patzel gets blown up. There's even an Ags Witch Doctor ultimate. Meanwhile, Lion does get the kill on Derp. But if you're talking about straight up trades, that is a Troll Warlord for a Vengeful Spirit. I'm pretty sure Wheel are happy with that any day of the week, and they're going to keep pushing down in the middle lane. Now, will they fight? Will they go high ground? That is a different story. We'll have to wait and see. They don't have to deal with the Troll Warlord, so maybe they could get this tier 3 tower. Maybe they can take the fight as well. Tier 3 being assaulted. Eye of the Storm going to work for Relic. They'll back away.
Thank you.
Is this the defense coming out? Shadow Fiend will split push into the tier 2 tower, but he loses his tier 3 in the process. If they lose a fight here, the game just ends, I think. Do they have buyback on some of their heroes? Yes, but only their supports. That's a big loss for them. Yules, Blink, Slithering Crush, Sleazel, BKBs, Impale, gonna go. It's gonna miss. They'll take down that poor Elder Titan. Static Link, Relic steals 56 damage. Shivas is gonna go. Relic's BKB now done. Eye of the Storm up at 15. They'll try to re-engage. Blink, Slithering Crush onto all 4. Omega Poner. There's going to be a Vendetta taking so much damage. There's the Death Ward again. Patzel beyond cast up. He is about to fall, and that's going to be it. Luckily, they do have some buybacks now just coming up for the SF. But still, they've lost 4 heroes. They're going to lose a set of racks. They might even lose more if they're not careful. Oh, what a fight. Wheel taking it to him. And gosh, goody. That Witch Doctor ultimate, man. Omega Poner will buy back. SF is going to have to do the same. Eye of the Storm is back up for Relic. He has the Shiva's Guard going to work. Voodoo Restoration and the heal coming out. The Urn Charge. So difficult to fight into. They'll take the tier 3 tower. They'll back up. They don't actually have to buy back on the SF. Eul Scepter comes out. That'll be under the Dark, or rather the Troll Witch Doctor. Jesus, I don't know what happened there. Earth Spike. Finger. Easy kill. It's been a long week, man. I don't know what happened. Gem of True Sight. Wheel are getting just about everything they could possibly ask for. With that fight, they get a 10,000 net worth lead. They are looking so damn strong right now. Wheel are looking so good. Void Boys, this team is no pushover, but they are getting pushed over in this game. We're not sure when Roshan will respawn. We'll update you when it is up. Omega Opponent with the Force Staff will try to counter ward a little bit. And and Fly heading over to the thing. He wants to get this ward off. Hopefully this doesn't kill him. There's no actual observer ward on the high ground here for the Dire team. Roche is up in 120. Not bad. Pretty short respawn time, so if you want to go for it, if you're Wheel, you probably can. If you're Void Boys, you can try to contest it. And Beyond is going to be going for more than likely an Assault Cuirass of his own, which is kind of a weird item to pick up. But I guess they kind of need it at this point. Mana burn onto Beyond. He tried to force out a BKB, couldn't find it. Beyond not panicking, which was a smart play. He finds a haste rune as well. Patzel was nearby. I think that's the reason why he didn't panic. Patzel still only has the SMY now. Is there any other items that are big that are coming up for Wheel? We already talked about the Assault Cuirass. We already talked about the Ags. Now there's also a BKB being built by Goody after he just got that Blink Dagger. What about Relic? What does he have? 5,000 gold. What do you need to save up for at this point? Like, what is he saving for? This guy's rich. Buy something. Use your money, dude. Buy a house for all I care. Do something. Patzel up in that top lane. He's just farming away. Farming away. He's trying to get back into it. 2.5k gold. Goody. Gonna check the Roche pit. Not gonna find anything. Patzel. Shiva's Guard. Static Link. BKB. He's gonna try to TP. That's the smart play. Relic couldn't kill him. He stole a lot of damage there at the end, and he had his Eye of the Storm up, but there's just no way he brings him down without any sort of stun or disable. He's just too much health for that. I feel like if you're Will, you just go straight into the Roche pit. You take it so fast anyways, and that's exactly what they're going to do. I thought this might be the next choice for the Razor. He is going to pick up a heart. There's other options, I guess, like a refresher, but he wants to be tanky enough to live through these fights without any issue at all, which is not really... I mean, he's living anyways. And Roche is just getting absolutely trashed, man. This poor guy. He just wants to live in peace, and he can't. Cheese is about to be picked up here. Relic is going to head towards the bottom lane, and they're going to try to find somebody. Instead of trying to find somebody, they might just go for the racks, which are exposed, by the way. Beyond going to hold on with all of his might. Do they have buybacks? They have one. It's on the Elder Titan. The wraparound smoke gank from Void Boys. They see them. Talera. He's going to jump in. Slithering crush out to 2. Is this where the game ends? The Death War. 2 are already dead. They've disintegrated. Patzel. It's been nice knowing you, buddy. They lose all 3. We'll stay alive 100%. Relic's going to push up to the high ground here in just a moment with Eye of the Storm. And at that point, what do? You have 2 solid heroes in the SF. And of course the ET, but there's no way this rack survives. Troll is down for 56 seconds. The only thing keeping them in this game is the top tier 2 tower. Had that been dead, they go for the top tier 3. They get that set of racks. They don't even have any problems with it whatsoever. They finish off the ranged racks mid. 2 sets of racks is down. We are moments away maybe from finishing this game off and taking a 1-0 advantage here in Dota 2 Canada Cup. The second set of the semifinals. It's a huge victory coming out from Wheel if they can finish the game off. They'll kill all of the effigies. 360 biatch for Mercy, please. It's 360 degrees, in fact. No inscription for Beyond. Tier 4 towers now being assaulted. This is a tough defense. Force away from Sleesoul to get maybe closer to Beyond. There is going to be the Zeus respawning now. Wheel taking it slowly. They'll back up. Top lane is super juicy at this point. There's a huge creep wave running to that tier 2 tower, and it looks like Relic is going to be the first there to get all of that farm and to just be able to secure the tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Vendetta goes. Talera in a pretty good spot to scout things out. The tier 2 tower, gone. It's been nice knowing you. Heart of Trash for Sleezel now done. Oh dear, how do you kill any of these heroes? They're so tanky. Aegis is still up for him. He has Blink ready to go. Beyond up at the high ground. Sleezel getting into position. Relic just right-clicking, using that Eye of the Storm. Tier 3 tower melting. They have Glyph. They haven't used it yet. Sleezel looking to jump in. Buyback for the SF and the ET only. Meanwhile, the Hex is going to come up. The Slithering Crush onto 2. Beyond getting right-click down. Fly not dead yet. Plasma Field will kill him. Patzel's going to try to man up. Static Link going through. Relic going to work. Patzel, his damage is gone. They've taken down the SF. They've taken down 3. They've taken down the Tier 3 tower. GG is going to be called by Void Boys. And will take the game number 1 victory pretty easily, honestly. That was not a hard game for them. They played well. They had all really good lanes. The Razor against the Troll Warlord, a very, very solid hero in that regard. Able to link, get all of that damage stolen. Also pretty good against the SF. Razor very good against these heroes. Man, good game to start things off with, ladies and gentlemen. I won't delay us any further. We're going to head into game number 2 in just a second. As always, thanks to Modpacks for bringing the stats.